Welcome to U Sports on CBC and the 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Championship. My name is Desmond Thomas at Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, as we get set to bring you today's matchup between the 8th seed RSEQ regular season champion UQTR Patriotes and the 1st seed OUA champion Toronto Varsity Blues. So the Université du Québec at Trois-Rivières Patriotes come into this game following a regular season where they did not concede a single loss, going 9-0-1 for the first time since records started being kept in 1988. Their third regular season champion title. And it's a good thing too because they lost in the RSEQ quarterfinals to the Laval Rouge et Or 2-1, but their national berth had already been secured. The Patriots have 2 national medals under their belt, their most recent a gold medal in 2019. And the University of Toronto Varsity Blues come into this tournament as the hosts, but also as its 1st seed. They would have had the automatic bye just for hosting, but they decided to go out and finish first in the OUA and win the OUA gold medal in a 2-0 victory against the York Lions. They have won the OUA championship now 51 times and come into this match riding an 8-game win streak. And some players to watch in tonight's game. For the UQTR Patriots, it will be number 17. Or rather, number 4, Dorian Solaem. For the UQTR Patriots, the 60th defender out of Castres, France. And the Université de Laval played in 12 games this season, had a goal and 1 assist for 3 points.
Tonight's officials, the referee, Cody Baldouf.
And for the Toronto Varsity Blues, it is number 11, Russell Stewart, the midfielder, and a 6'1" fourth year, the kinesiology major out of Vaughan, Ontario. Through 12 games this season, had 3 goals and 1 assist for 4 points, and has had a fantastic career with 9 goals and 4 points for 13 points in total. So when we come back, it's the opening kickoff as the UQTR Patriots face off against the University of Toronto Varsity Blues in this quarterfinal game. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Championship live from Toronto on U Sports on CBC.
The stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Délaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Up for the UQTR Patriotes. Starting in goal will be number 26, Mathieu Lacharité, the skipper of the Patriot squad. Zachary Minka, number 3. Number 4, Dorian Soulaem. Number 8, Jacob Boisvert. Number 9, Simeon Lalonde. Number 10, Emile Boivin. Number 11, Alexandre Marcoux. Number 12, Jean-Gabriel Roy. Number 14, Gabriel Levasseur. Number 17, Madi Abbasi. And number 23, Pierre-Antoine Palassois. And for the number 1 seed, University of Toronto Varsity Blues, it will be Philip Zendelik to start as the goalkeeper of choice for Ilya Orlov's squad. Toby Richardson, number 4 on defense. Number 7, Kai Garvey in the midfield. Number 8, Mehdi Yasusi in the midfield. Number 11, Russell Stewart. Number 14, Kingsley Belele. Keep an eye on him throughout the game. Number 15, Alexei Ivanov. Number 16, Jordan Gray. Number 20, Anthony White. Number 21, Mika Joseph. And number 22, Michael Osorio will round out the starting 11 for both of these squads. The UQTR Patriot, the regular season RSEQ champions, and the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, only 1 loss on the season. The first seed coming into this tournament, the the OUA Men's Soccer Championships, as they bested the York Lions and were underway in quarterfinal number 4, the UQTR Patriot and the Toronto Varsity Blues live from Varsity Stadium. And it's a fast and furious start right off the hop. The UQTR Patriot in their all black kits, and U of T in all white. Ball up along the far sideline as they look to connect with Madi Abbasi. And that's a nice ball played through for Abbasi. Abbasi off the outside of the net. And a hot start here for the Patriot. And that will be out for a corner kick as we take a look at that. Good defensive effort from number 15, Alexei Ivanov. But a corner early in this game, just over a minute through. To take the corner kick is Levasseur, delivers it to the back post, rising to meet it, and it's in! What a start for the Patriots! Alexandre Marcoux with the goal, and it's 1-0 in under 2 minutes played. And the Patriot faithful strong in attendance make their pleasure heard, as that's just too easy for the OUA champions to give up that much room right in front of the net. Nonetheless, Marcoux, who's a big target, the 6-foot forward out of Victoriaville, who had 10 points through the regular season, 6 goals and 4 assists, notches one here early in the U Sport Championship. And the Patriots have stunned the home crowd here. But so much time left to go, as the Varsity Blues look to move it up the far side of the pitch. It rolls out for a goal kick. So Gabriel Levasseur, an assist on that goal. He took that corner kick. And right off the kickoff, you could see the intensity. If not from up here in the eyes, but from the speed that they just shot out like a cannon from the drop of the whistle, or from the sound of the whistle, I should say, at the drop of the hat. And they get their just reward here. They came out with so much intensity. But that's a nice move, breaking through, and the Varsity Blues are in offside as La Charité comes out to make the save nonetheless. La Charité moves that up the pitch. In the midfield, rising to meet it, is Mika Joseph. Here's a Susi. Plays that ball through, and that's knocked away by Sula M. Now in the midfield, Palassois plays that to the far side, and that's cut off by Richardson. Now back in the midfield. Palassois again, and that's out to touch. Pierre-Antoine Palassois, the 5'6" midfielder from France. Look at that collision with Jordan Gray. So it is Boivin and Levasseur lining up over this free kick. Levasseur, an assist on the opening goal in the game. Boivin goes short, and that's picked off very well. And now up the pitch come the Varsity Blues, steaming forward. Here's Kingsley Belele. Kingsley Belele cross to the top of the 6, and that's cut off. And UQTR will move up the near side. Along the far touchline, some fancy footwork, but it's brought back to Richardson. As the pace of play settles down, and now a long ball played over the top, and out to claim it is La Charité. Join U Sports on CBC for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game as the 8 best women's university teams are in Hamilton this week for the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from McMaster University. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And now the ball out along the near side touchline. And it'll be taken quickly by Kai Garvey. Ball high up into the air, and that will find the touchline. Emile Boivin will take the throw. He's watched closely by Garvey, but Boivin will leave that off. Here's Roy to take this throw, and a long bomb into the 18-yard box. Players rising to meet it, and that's swatted away. And the offside flag is raised just as Russell Stewart got ahead to it. And the Varsity Blues being told to push back, so Philip Zendelik will get one of his first touches in the game. That's headed forward. And controlled here by Boivin. Boivin, nice move on the near side. And Marcoux. A bit of Maradona action as he keeps the ball in, but uses his hand. Thought that it might have gone unnoticed. But not this time. So Russell Stewart will take this free kick for the Varsity Blues. And a goal and an assist against Ontario Tech and an assist against Waterloo in the OUA playoffs. Floated in near the back post. And the Patriots will take over. Soulaim under heavy pressure on the far side of the pitch. And it's out to touch again for another throw-in. Roy. Moves that forward. It's taken up here by Abassi. Abassi. Taken down, or rather that is Lalonde who hit the deck. Take another look at that. Here's Lalonde. Gets through and then, wow, Richardson ball first, but out for a throw-in. That's lifted through and Zendelik will come and claim it. A lot of time left for the Varsity Blues to get back into this game here on home soil. Far side, Osorio. Garvey on the near flank. One touch passing, but that's off the mark from Stewart. And now Marcoux. Now it's a touch along the near sideline. Stewart will take it again. Garvey. Ball along the deck. And nice moves from Kingsley Belele. CBC is your home for the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2025 UTEC and Mitchell Bowls next Saturday, beginning at noon Eastern Time, on the 60th Vanier Cup Championship game from Mosaic Stadium in Regina at 2 p.m. Eastern on November 22nd. Catch complete coverage of the Vanier Cup on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And the U Sport OUA champions trying to make their mark on this game, but they're down by a goal here early as they press for the equalizer. Michael Osorio trying to win that ball back along the far side. Nicely won. Back by U of T. And now they'll switch to the near side. Broad ball played over the top, looking to connect with Belele. But he's unable to get to it. Stewart. Oh, a nice ball into the 18-yard box. Flag stays down. Belele tries to flick that through. Didn't get the contact he wanted on it. But it did have a chance as it was skipping. And Zendelik down to his right. Pounces on it. Oh, that's a beautiful touch in the midfield, brought down by Marcoux. Marcoux tries to play that ball through for Abassi. Lofted forward again. Richardson. Cut off on the near side. Garvey. From his own half, has that intercepted off the boot of Levasseur. As we'll take a look at that last crack towards goal. It was a lovely cross into the box, and Belele was there. Garvey, an excellent delivery. And now that ball threw into the 18-yard box. Served up by the goal scorer, Marcoux. And picked up by Zendelek. Great clearing header by Sula M. Anthony White off the throw-in. Out to touch again, White. Won't take it. In the 15th minute of play here at Varsity Stadium, a 1-0 lead for the 8th seed UQTR Patriotes over the 1 seed Toronto Varsity Blues. A loose ball in the 18-yard box. It's anybody's guess now as that's volleyed towards goal and blocked. And getting his body in the lane was Minka. And a challenge at the top of the box. That goes uncalled. White. 6'1" kinesiology major in his 5th year of eligibility. 11 games this season, had in a goal and an assist. Played 32 games for the Toronto Varsity Blues. Has a total of 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 points through his time here. White. Long delivery into the box, and it's cleared away acrobatically. And leaping to meet it was Gabriel Levasseur. Back up top here, into the midfield. Richardson. Back to Ivanov. And that long ball along the deck looking for Belele is chopped away from him. Now Charité, wearing the captain's armband today for the Patriotes. Now the Patriotes. An attack on the far side. That will roll out to touch. It will be a throw-in for UQTR. Roy will serve it up. 17 minutes gone here at Varsity Stadium. Roy, long ball into the 6. And the whistle goes. Some contact perhaps in the 6-yard box that took that advantage away from UQTR. Zendelek, he's got to move back. 6'3" goalkeeper from Churchill, Ontario. Played just down the road previously for the York Lions. But with the Toronto Varsity Blues in his 11 games this season, he's made 39 saves and 8 goals against in the regular season, and made 22 saves in the OUA playoffs. Only allowed 2 goals. And now 1 here in the first 2 minutes of this quarterfinal match. That's out to touch again. It will be another throw in for Garvey. Garvey resets with Ivanov. Now Richardson. Richardson, a player for York United as well. As that ball is sent through, looking to find Marcoux again. But UFT seems to have learned their lesson, at least for the most part, and for now. And that ball over the top will head back to Schifano. Zendelik. Belele calls that he was fouled. No whistle from the referee. Now pushing up in the midfield. There's the skipper Ivanov. UFT solidly in possession here. That ball whipped into the back post, headed along, a chance here, just over top of the net. Skipped on the top of the crossbar. And Belele, his second good chance of this game. And he's come close. Take another look at that chance here, as it was first headed along by Russell Stewart and then Belele on the follow-up. Back underway, Boivin heads that along for UQTR, but it's regathered by the Varsity Blues. Up on the far flank, Belele tries to get to it. Billy Abassi. And the Patriotes turn back the other way, right through the middle. And now Boivin has an overlap, and he finds Gabriel Levasseur. And his ball in goes off of a Varsity Blue player and out for another corner kick. And it was off a corner that UQTR opened the scoring in this match. We'll see what happens off this one. And the UQTR faithful in attendance, shouting their encouragements. As Boivin is set to take it. Levasseur is showing short. Boivin into the fray, and another foul called against UQTR in that scrum. So as that gets sorted out, we'll step aside and hear from a quick word from one of our sponsors. And UQTR, they know how dangerous Kingsley Belele is, the fifth year from Scarborough, Ontario. Fifth year of eligibility. Played for Alliance United through his career, 53 games, and scored 14 goals and 7 assists for 21 points. And it was Kingsley Belele to open the scoring against York in the OUA finals. As the ball is up on the near side, just kept in along the touchline. Pushing up here is Russell Stewart. Russell Stewart looking over the top for Belele. And once again, he's double teamed. As the Patriots are just unwilling to let him get loose. Up on the near side, here's Boivin. Boivin gets the return freed from Abassi. Abassi fires! And that's off the mark. And Zendelic can breathe a sigh of relief here. That Madi Abassi couldn't knot another one. That. A foul here in the midfield as Stewart is down. Garvey, rather. And Boivin may be lucky to have escaped that with no card early in the game, but still not really that early. So Boivin definitely not an official caution with a yellow card, but definitely in the mind of the official. And that ball is loose. And the whistle blows. La Charité. He's done it a couple times. Faked the goal kick. Just giving his team a bit more time to regroup and get set up. La Charité. Ball through in the midfield. White on the far side lifts that ball through. And catching up to that was Gray, but his first touch sent him behind the ball. And through to the back post, a chance here to knock the game up and one! Michael Osorio, flying in on the far flank, has tied this game at 1, and the hometown fans are loving it. Let's take another look at that here. A nice ball through from Stewart. It was flicked along, and then Osorio, from seemingly out of nowhere, completely unmarked, had 2 goals and 2 assists in the regular season. But the biggest one in 2025 has just come moments ago.
Varsity Blues goal scored in the 25th minute by number 22, Michael Osorio. Assisted by number 11, Russell Stewart.
Russell Stewart,
That's Osorio.
the assist on that goal, and a beautiful assist at that.
Début des Varsity Blues marqué par le numéro 22, Michael Osorio.
And he knew it wasn't going to be the end of the Toronto Varsity Blues story, going down in under 2 minutes to start the game. You knew they had more in the tank. The Varsity Blues scored 42 goals in the regular season, allowed only 6. That's a plus 36 goal differential. They were first in the OUA in shots with 187, first in the OUA in goals scored, 42. Shots per game at 15.6, shots on goal for 113, and shutouts for 8, all first in the OUA. As that ball is lifted through for the Patriots, trying to retake the lead, and that shot is deflected off a Varsity Blue player. But the attack's still on here for the Patriots. Calls for a foul, and the Varsity Blues will get the benefit of that call. Good pressure, though, from Simeon Lalonde. Another look at that here as Lalonde continued to press. And unfortunate that that's all that came from that attack. Zendelic heaves that ball up the pitch. Ivanov. Garvey has that taken away from him. Great overlapping run here from Abassi on the near flank. Abassi has that go out to touch for a corner kick. And he was confident about that as it went off of Garvey. And another dangerous corner opportunity upcoming for the Patriotes. So Boivin, once again, but standing over the top of the ball is Levasseur as well. It is Boivin to the back post. And Dorian Sulaim couldn't get that ball to settle down. The two top teams in Canadian football descend on Mosaic Stadium in Regina for the 60th Vanier Cup. Saturday, November 22nd. Get your tickets for the party on the prairies by visiting usportstickets.ca. The 2025 Vanier Cup on November 22nd in Regina. Chase the glory. As that ball refused to settle down, it's chopped forward on the near flank. Belele trying to get on it. It will stay in play if only momentarily. He's had a lot of spin on it. And the throw-in will go to the Varsity Blues. Garvey will take it. After a conversation between the Lions official and Alexandre Marcoux. Out to touch along the far sideline. It will go the way of the Varsity Blues. And now a Blues player down. It is the most recent goal scorer, Michael Osorio, who seemed to have gotten involved in a bit of a dust-up with Jean-Gabriel Roy. And Mehdi Yassoussi having a word with the official. As that ball is headed through and an acrobatic clearance from Roy. Long throw-in coming up here from White, lifting that into the 18-yard box. Loose, and a half chance here, and another acrobatic clearance. And it looks like one of the Varsity Blues players got clipped on that, and the referee is going to blow down the play as UQTR was moving the other way, but our attention has to turn to Ivanov, who is down and seems to be in some extreme discomfort. And as we get that all sorted out, we'll hear from another word from one of our sponsors.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
So Ivanov still down and getting tended to by the athletic therapist. We'll take another look at what happened. Oh, just caught the tail end there, but it was a acrobatic clearance, the second in as many moments for the UQTR Patriots. The first one was Roy. I'm not sure if Roy was the player that caught Ivanov on this occasion. Have a better look at it here, and no, it's Dorian Sulaim. They look to catch Ivanov up high. And UQTR faithful voicing their displeasure that there were no cards shown. But it'll be a drop ball in the midfield. Palassois gets us back underway. And now a loose ball in the midfield. Jumped on by U of T. Belele trying to get loose. It swung to the near side, and Gray, they couldn't connect with him, and now UQTR back the other way. Here's Abassi into the 18-yard box. He's watched closely by Ivanov, back into the fray. Abassi fires, blocked by Ivanov, and the danger cleared by Mika Joseph. Continuing to press is Minka. And Minka goes down. Take a look at what happened here. As he looked to be pulled a little bit. Oh, and then that's a tough collision with Mika Joseph. Looked to be a bit of a stunner on Minka. The 6'1" defender out of San Diego. Appeared in 11 games this season for UQTR, and they get the free kick, and we're back underway. A long ball lifted into the 6-yard box, and Zendelik will claim that. Nearly 35 minutes gone here in our final quarter-final match of the day. The UQTR Patriotes, the number 8 seed, and the number 1 seed, U of T Varsity Blues, deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. Another throw-in for the Varsity Blues. White whips that in. Belele just itching to get loose here, and appeals for handball there. Nothing coming from the referee. White back on it, but it's given away. And good chance here for UQTR to try to move up the pitch. Oh, beautiful moves in the midfield by Boivin. And that long ball is not very testing, and possession is just conceded. Up the near side, Belele tries to get to it. Gray gets taken down. And it's moved back up the near side. And another foul, or apparent foul, goes uncalled on the far side, but the attack is snuffed out as that's a loose pass in the midfield from UQTR. And now Garvey plays that through. Oh, and playing from the seat of his pants is Gray as he stepped on the ball and took a bit of a tumble. Richardson over to White on the far side, looks to play that through for Belele. And that goes out to touch. La Charité. A long bomb free kick, and that will land perfectly to Marceau, but it goes out to touch. Underways, that's lifted through into the fray, forming in the 18-yard box. And on the far side of the pitch, Osorio. What a move there. Osorio brought down, and that looked to be all ball first. Definitely not according to the officials in the stands below me here, but according to the man in yellow on the pitch. As things are getting a bit heated in this contest. But isn't that what you love to see? when the 8 best teams in Canada in men's soccer come together. And the fans really getting into it here.
Everybody who supports Toronto, use your voices. Very simple.
That ball is swung through to the far side. UQTR trying to move it up the far side of the pitch, and they get the benefit of the ball coming right back to them. And will win a throw-in on the far side. And now the U of T Varsity Blues supporters below me here in the stands, urging their team on. They have a drum out.
Substitution for UQTR in the 39th minute, now entered the match number 19, Raphael replacing number 17, Muddy.
Ball to the top of the 18-yard box and nearly brought down, and UQTR still in possession. So you get a look at the drum line here in the stands at Varsity Stadium, and UQTR in on the attack here on the near side. That strike is in! Top corner! What a finish by Emile Boivin! Can you believe it? And he'll come and celebrate right in front of the Varsity Blues supporters. Oh, and just touched on by Marcoux, who opened the scoring, and then with his left foot to have that slot into the top right corner is unbelievable. How did he finish that off? On his right, I would have understood. I don't know how you get that curl on it. That is astonishing. 1 goal, 4 assists in the regular season for Emile Boivin this year, and that looked like a 15-goal scorer to me. Now the Varsity Blues have to play from behind again. And we'll step aside now and hear from one of our sponsors.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
That goal not deadening the crowd, though. Still feel their team has a lot more fight left in them. Ooh, and diving through a couple of challenges was Simeon Lalonde, but the ball's back up the other way. Gray on it now with Belele to his left. Palassois in the midfield, switches to the far wing. And the Patriot up again, here's Lalonde. Switching back to the near side, looking for Boivin. And that clearance attempt goes off of Gabriel Levasseur. Here's Boivin. He'll play catch with Levasseur. As the ball ricochets through, it'll lie for a second at the top of the 18 before finally cleared down the pitch. Doesn't escape the half, however, as that will be a foul called against Mika Joseph. Won by UQTR. As we have a bit of a supporter cheer battle going on below us here. As Boivin serves it up, and nobody in a black jersey able to get to that. Set up by Zendelek. Knocked forward by Pelassois. Garvey. Back on it as U of T has basically no time on the ball. UQTR keeping up that intensity from the first whistle. Converging on every player so quickly, and there's another example of it. Simeon Lalonde dispossesses, and now on the far side, here's Marcoux. And that ball does leave the field of play. It will go out for a goal kick. In the midfield. A long ball chopped up high in the air. And UQTR, as they have done throughout the entire half that has now hit the 45-minute mark, wins it right back. Soulaem plays the far side up to Lalonde. And we'll have at least 3 minutes of extra time to play in this first half that's been absolutely electric. What a way to cap off this quarterfinal day. Great. Plays that through. Belele can't get to it. And La Charité comes out to claim. Through the midfield, Lalonde. Now laid off on the far side. So Raphael Lassalle into the game now for UQTR. He'll patrol the right flank. Another look at the drumline leader for these U of T supporters. But just behind him, the contingent of orange here supporting the Université du Québec at Trois-Rivières. So a free kick here for Levasseur, and he whips it in top of the 18. It's chopped down by White. And over to the far wing. And now, maybe a counter chance here for U of T. Garvey tries to get past one, does, and now has some more work to do. Drops it back for a bit of time and space. And that's some great work in the midfield. Garvey, a lovely turn, can't get it past the last line of defense. And now UQTR, dying moments of the first half here, presses upfield. Here's Marceau. Marceau trying to keep that ball in along the goal line. It'll be left from Ivanov to Garvey. Belele trying to wait and turn with the ball, now has to battle for it against Boisvert. And that ball will find the touchline, and that will take us to the end of the first half after 45 minutes of play, of a fast and furious 45 minutes of play. It's been absolutely electric. The UQTR Patriot lead the host Toronto Varsity Blues by a score of 2-1. So after the break, it's the U Sports halftime report. We'll spend some time with Russell Stewart and Dorian Sulam. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself!
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC. My name is Desmond Thomas, and after the first 45 minutes of play, it's the 8th seed UQTR Patriotes leading the U of T Varsity Blues by a score of 1-0. And now it's time to spend 2 minutes with number 4 on UQTR, Dorian Sulam.
Je m'appelle Dorian Sulam, je suis défenseur central et j'étudie en maîtrise en sciences d'activité physique. J'ai commencé à 4 ans quand j'étais en France parce que mon père m'a fait commencer le soccer. Rendre fier mon père, rendre fier mes parents, puis ma famille, puis les gars avec qui je joue, puis aussi avoir beaucoup de plaisir avec eux. Zinedine Zidane, the best human of the world. En criant beaucoup quand je tacle des attaquants et en me donnant beaucoup de plaisir sur et en dehors du terrain. Beaucoup de cohésion, beaucoup de plaisir et c'est ça, on était une famille plus qu'une équipe. Je dirais tout simplement de rendre fier ma famille. C'est concilier les études et le sport, puis d'être le meilleur dans les deux, mais plus dans le sport quand même.
Welcome back to Varsity Stadium, the home of the Toronto Varsity Blues, but they're down by a goal, 2-1 to the UQTR Patriotes. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur icitout.tv.
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine. Parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Elle revient toujours. Impossible de t'en débarrasser. Nicotine. Si elle entre dans ta vie, elle ne te lâche plus. Même consommée occasionnellement, la nicotine peut provoquer une dépendance.
It's on CBC. It's time now to spend 2 minutes with number 11, Russell Stewart of the University of Toronto Varsity Blues.
Hi, my name is Russell Stewart. I'm a fifth year in kinesiology at the University of Toronto, and I'm a right winger. Started in soccer right when I was around 4. My father put a soccer ball at my foot. He played in Jamaica as well, so that's how I got started. I would describe my style of play as pretty composed on the ball. I like the ball to feet, to distribute and put crosses into my teammates going forward. I personally define success by being able to take a learning experience from every situation, whether it's a win or a loss. There's obviously good and bad things during a win, also good and bad things during a loss, so being able to take those things, learn from them, and move forward. I definitely look up to my parents, for sure, and also my older brother. My parents came from Jamaica and spent a lot of money for me to play soccer and be where I am today. My brother also played soccer growing up, and it's just always competition between me and him, and I look forward to making them proud during this U Sports. This season, our keys to success have been working hard in every single training session. Sometimes it feels like training sessions are harder than games because we're always working at 100%. We're also a brotherhood here. We're a family really close on and off the field. My greatest accomplishment in soccer, I would probably say winning the OUA championship last week, finally getting that gold medal after 5 years. Being a U Sports student athlete really means a lot to me, especially at the University of Toronto. Being a varsity blue, it comes with a big community. We all support each other, and with the soccer team, we're also a family, so I really appreciate the opportunity. Soccer is growing in popularity in this country. It goes without saying with the World Cup coming, everyone's pretty excited for that. Also, the accessibility for young athletes to develop and grow and become better soccer players is growing a lot in the sport here. Our team is looking forward to compete this year in the U Sports Championship because we really think we have a good chance at going pretty far and doing well. We've worked really hard this season, got that gold medal at OUAs, and now the next step is the U Sports Championship.
And a big thanks to Dorian Sula-M and Russell Stewart for their time. And when we come back, it's a look back at the first half of today's game with highlights, stats, and more.
Sharon Coos is a proud supporter of U Sports.
Where exceptional student athletes are born. Where records are broken. Where great plays are made. Where school colors ignite passion. Where champions prevail. Where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par and by BioSteel. U-Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par and by BioSteel.
Welcome back to U-Sports on CBC in the 2025 U-Sports Men's Soccer Championship at Varsity Stadium. After 45 minutes of play in quarterfinal number 4, is the Toronto Varsity Blues trailing by a score of 2-1 the Patriotes de Université du Québec at Trois-Rivières. So we'll take a look at the championship seedings here. The Toronto Varsity Blues ranked as the top seed, the OUA champions, and the hosts in this year's tournament at a regular season record of 10-1-1. The Caravane de Montréal ranked at number 2, a huge victory over the UBC Thunderbirds this afternoon. The Dalhousie Tigers at number 3 dropped a 5-1 disappointing loss to the York Lions. Mount Royal at number 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, Cape Breton, York, UBC, and UQTR. And we'll take a look at some of the clips and highlights from the first half. And this was the second goal of the game, and it was an absolute bullet scored by Emile Boivin. I have no idea how he was able to slot that in with his left foot to the top right corner. And then the opening goal in the game from number 11, Alexandre Marceau. And Toronto did have the game knotted up at 1 goal apiece at 1 point in the game. In the 25th minute of play, the goal scored by number 22, Michael Osorio. And that's where we stand here after 45 minutes of play. So coming in to the RSEQ playoffs, the UQTR Patriotes had a regular season record of 9-0-3. And it was the first time since records started being kept in 1988 that a team had gone without a loss throughout the regular season. It was a fantastic finish by Emile Boivin, the 5'8" midfielder, in his 5th year of eligibility, 4th year out of Trois-Rivières, Quebec. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around how he got the angle on that shot so right that as he was leaning to the right, played it with his left foot, and managed to slot it in to the top right-hand corner of the net. That took so much accuracy and poise from him, and had no time on the ball to do it, just had to turn and fire. But somehow Emile Boivin was able to find the twine, and that's where the go-ahead goal came from in this contest from Boivin. But the University of Toronto Varsity Blues are no slouches to scoring themselves. At 42 goals in the regular season, and added another 8 in the OUA playoffs in a 4-2 victory against the Ontario Ridgebacks in the quarterfinal, a 2-0 win against the Waterloo Warriors on Sunday, October the 25th, and in their 2-0 victory over the York Lions on November the 1st. So that's where we stand after 45 minutes of play. It's UQTR's game to lose. But as they come into this as the underdog, it would be a historic moment for their program. And we're back underway here at Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Ontario. We'll get substitutions to you as soon as they become apparent to us.
For the Varsity Blues, down to the match number 10, Andrea Schifano.
So number 10, Andrea Schifano into the game. He'll replace Russell Stewart, who heads off. Andrea Schifano, the 5'10 midfielder out of Parmello, Italy. In 8 games played this season, had 4 goals and 2 assists for 6 points.
Substitution for UQTR at the half, a real in the match number 17.
So Madi Abassi as well for UQTR, even though he had a lot of great chances towards goal, is substituted out. And into the game for Les Patriotes is number 19, Raphael Lassalle. In the midfield, Joseph plays the far wing. And that will roll out to touch. It'll be a throw-in for the Patriotes. Short, Boivin plays it back and it's lumped up the pitch. Here's White on the near side. We'll get a better look at him in this half. So perhaps I misheard the PA announcement, or nonetheless, Madi Abassi is in this game. And he plays that ball through and gets it on a return feed, but can't jump onto it. As he played give and go with Marceau. Now Marceau, top of the 18-yard box, will cut back, spins to the right. Marceau, a back heel to Palassois, and now laid off to the far side. A nice overlapping run into the top of the 18-yard box. It comes again, and Palassois, a second crack towards goal, is called on the foul after the fact. Mika Joseph down on the turf. Favoring that right foot. Take a look at it here. Maybe he got stepped on, not sure, not clear from that angle there. But looks to be okay as he comes in with a head of steam trying to win the ball back for U of T. And now up along the near side, Lalonde wins that ball for UQTR and draws the foul. Brought back by Roy. And now a long ball played up to the far side, and that goes past everybody and out to touch. Thrown on the far flank for U of T will be taken by Garvey. Garvey, the criminology major out of Brampton, Ontario. 8 games this season for him. As that ball is played along the deck and swung to the near side, but Osorio, the ball was too slow to come to him, and he was a bit flat-footed receiving the pass. Jean-Gabriel Roy is down and seems to need a lot of attention as the athletic therapists are being brought out onto the pitch. Take a look at it here, and looked to be just a hard tumble right onto his hips. Maybe just jarred him a bit. So Mathieu Lacharité comes in to check on his teammate, Jean-Gabriel Roy. And Mathieu Lacharité, goalkeeper for the UQTR Patriotes, had just a fantastic season in 11 games played, as a record of 7 wins, 0 losses, and 3 draws, and 3 shutouts, only 12 goals allowed. As we take a look at the packed stands here at Varsity Stadium, and that sea of orange as they make the trip from Trois-Rivières to urge on UQTR. Here's White. Osorio now has to get past a couple of UQTR players. Got past one, but couldn't beat Lalonde. There's now it's Sivanov on the far side of the pitch. White looks to play that into the midfield, headed along, and a chance here maybe, but great body positioning from number 4, Dorian Sulaim, to knock that ball out to touch. And it will be a corner kick for the U of T Varsity Blues. It'll be served up by Andrea Schifano. On his right foot, curling away from goal to the back post, headed along, a chance here. And it goes by. An opportunity for the Varsity Blues, but they couldn't cash. Join U Sports on CBC for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game, as the 8 best women's university teams are in Hamilton this week for the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from McMaster University. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. That throw-in taken quickly by U of T as they surge up the far sideline, and it goes out for a goal kick. Shots on goal favoring UQTR, 3-2. And shot attempts as well, 5-4 in favor of the team from Trois-Rivières. In the midfield, a loose ball that's pounced on. Great work by Lalonde. And now he'll move up the near side. Lalonde. Bright yellow cleats. As that ball roll out to touch. Richardson switches to the far side and brought up through the midfield and poked ahead, but cut down by Sulaim. Garvey on the far side will reset with Ivanov and brought back to Zendelik. Take another look at that challenge in the midfield, and looked like that might have just been good jockeying for position, but the foul goes the way of U of T. And Mehdi Yasusi will line up over top of the ball. Swings that in deep. That'll find the goal. Flicked on! Oh, it cleared off the line! And the offside flag raised anyways. What a chance for U of T. And La Charité can breathe again. U of T trying to get the equalizer here. Nothing comes of that challenge. It will be a throw-in. We'll take another look at that last scoring chance for U of T. Asusi with a long ball that sort of caught La Charité in two places at once, and I think that might have gone in. I think that might have crossed the line. But we don't have the benefit of VAR in U Sports, so we play on. Love to take another super slow-mo look at that in a moment. But UQTR on the ball here. The whole ball has to cross the line. Every last bit of it. White. Off another throw-in outside of the boot pass to Gray, who's taken down. Jacob Boisvert. And some gamesmanship there from Marceau. And it will be a yellow card shown to Marceau. Who opened the scoring in the second minute of play. Now to serve it up is Asusi again. Nearly found the equalizer not even 4 minutes ago. Right in front of him is Levasseur. Asusi serves it up again to the back post. A chance here, it's in! And that one will clearly count. Jordan Gray pounds it into the back of the net, and we're knotted up at 2. Jordan Gray, right place, right time as the ball came right to him. And the forward from Ajax, Ontario, who had 6 goals in the regular season, but none bigger than this one right now. And UQTR looks poised to really bring the action after giving up their lead in the game. A lot of people on their feet here at Varsity Stadium.
Assisted by number 8, Eddie Asusi. That's Gray from Asusi. Time in the Varsity Blues goal, 50.
Asusi, the assist on the goal, had that beautiful delivery only moments ago and then followed it up with one that counted, as that one clearly crossed the line. And U of T now pressing and looking for more, but White can't get past Lalonde. White take it again, and surging up to knock that down was Roy. He goes down hard to the turf, but he was the one who came charging in, so there was no foul to be called on him or against him. Here's Osorio. Osorio, nice moves into the 18-yard box, gets taken down. And all that will result is a goal kick that's taken quickly in stride from La Charité. Lifted up the pitch. Game opening up here a little bit in the 60th minute. Still so much time to play.
Fans, a reminder, the beer garden is open at the northeast corner of the stadium. Once again, the beer garden is
CBC is your home for the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2025 UTEC and Mitchell Bowls next Saturday beginning at noon Eastern Time and the 60th Vanier Cup Championship game from Mosaic Stadium in Regina at 2 p.m. Eastern on November 22nd. Catch complete coverage of the Vanier Cup on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And the reigning OUA champions in a tight one here with the RSEQ regular season champions as they look for the go-ahead goal in the game, but Dorian Sulayam snuffs out that attack. And now the assistant referee in a heated conversation with Andrea Schifano. 29 minutes to go in regulation time. As Go Pats Go and TO chants clash at Varsity Stadium. Far side of the pitch. Nicely done to steal the ball away, but Garvey has it back. Oh, nearly costly there, and it is as UQTR has a chance here. Boivin threw into the 18-yard box, and a sliding challenge from Garvey, and Ivanov coming in to support knocks that away. What? Boivin, and now up to Lalonde, who's taken down, will draw the free kick. UQTR wanted to take it quickly, but the attention returns as it was Joseph who ended up on the deck a bit longer than Lalonde. But the free kick awarded to the Patriots. And it will be Levasseur to line up over the ball, take this free kick. Asusi for U of T delivered one from pretty much the same distance that wound up in the back of the net, and that's a delivery from Levasseur that finds only the goaltender, Zendelik, and his long punt along the deck goes to White, and White clears that off of Jacob Boisvert. White again to take the throw in. And getting through it challenges Gray here. It will go out for a corner kick, but Sulayam, excellent pressure in the back line for the Patriots. But another corner kick in this game upcoming. It's going to be the third of the night for U of T. It will be Andrea Schifano to serve it up. With the scrum forming near the top of the six, Schifano to the back post, and that goes past everybody. There's a Blues player down at the back post. That's Mehdi Asusi.
Number 17, Nicholas Hallam on in place of number 14, Kingsley Balele. That's Hallam for Balele in the 64th.
So Hallam comes into the game for U of T. He'll replace Balele.
Nicholas Hallam en remplaçant le numéro 14, Kingsley Balele, au 64e minute.
And UQTR a chance here towards goal off the crossbar. That came out of nowhere. And Zendelik a bit at a loss for words. that his team let that happen. We'll take a look at it here. From distance, Sabassi, and then a wonderful strike from Boivin. We know he can hit it hard and accurately. But the game remains 2-2. And now a word from one of our sponsors. Now Charité back with the ball. University of Toronto Varsity Blues, as mentioned before, only allowing 6 goals against throughout the entire regular season. 2 in the U Sports playoffs to the Ontario Tech Ridgebacks, and now 2 here as UQTR presses up the pitch looking for more. White knocks that away. Up the near side, surging forward. But Andrea Schifano runs out of room. Along the deck. Pass through from Hua. And that clearing attempt goes right to Abassi. Abassi might have a chance here, plays across. And the attack still on here for UQTR. As Abassi gets it back. Top of the 18-yard box, Marceau fires in. And a rebound chance that comes to the far side. Boivin fires again, that got blocked. And the U of T faithful rising up to salute their courageous defenders. And the attack not gone yet for UQTR as finally it's cleared out to touch. The Patriots able to turn it on in the blink of an eye. Strikes from distance and then 3, 4, 5 chances in the 18-yard box. Boisvert through, now Boivin. Boivin, sharp angle. UQTR looking dangerous here. Cross to the top of the sticks. It'll come outside the 18. What? Leaves it back. Chop through the middle, headed away. And that's going to be a foul against Pierre-Antoine Palassois. A lot of kids in attendance at this soccer game, which is fantastic to see. There were classes here during the earlier quarterfinal games that we saw. Fantastic to see how much the sport is growing in Canada. With professional men's league and the professional women's league. And Zendelik, unsure of what's being asked of him, will finally get us back underway. Into the midfield. And now on the far flank. Here's Garvey. Lifting that in, Joseph. Appeals for handball in the box. None coming from the referee. And neither team's fans particularly happy with the referee. But usually isn't that the case. Now that ball lifted over the top. Garvey still looking for it, and the referee assistant is flagging. And it will go the way of the Patriots. Take a look at that last chance for Garvey. All wrapped up by Minka. And Garvey just a bit too overzealous in the attacking third. Marceau on the far side as they look to break in top of the 18-yard box. The Patriots still pressing here as they maintain possession. Shots on goal now tied 3-3. Shot attempts tied 6-6. Through 70 minutes of play, and now a chance for U of T. Back the other way. Up along the far side, they'll play it into the mid, and it's blocked away. And finally, Levasseur able to clear it down the pitch, and now it's UQTR's turn to turn it back. Down the right side. Here's Marceau. Marceau plays that ball into the middle, and it's knocked away. Oh, and that's going to be our first card of the game as Lalonde into the book as Nicolas Hallam gets blatantly tripped. We'll take another look at it here. Hallam coming in as a substitute for Belele, and no real intention of playing the ball there for Lalonde.
Referee has issued a yellow card caution to UQTR's number 9, Simeon Lalonde.
And it's another chance for Mehdi Asusi just to try to serve another long ball up. Off the indirect free kick, it's touched up, but Asusi will go short to the near side. Asusi gets it back, now floats that in, looking dangerous, headed away from danger. Now kept in play. And now a beautiful ball up the near side line as UQTR turns it back. Levasseur down the near flank. He's watched very closely. Levasseur into the middle. Palassois plays it across. And now they'll switch the field to the far side. Boivin on the ball here, jockeyed. Boisvert. Now Levasseur. Getting away from one. That's Joseph. And now cleared down the pitch by U of T. Oh, a nice touch on the far wing to keep that ball in play by Minka. And another collision on the far side, and this time it will be a yellow card shown. Oh. And that is a blatant foul by Zachary Minka. And he is shown a yellow card and will go into the referee's book. And the two top teams in Canadian football descend on Mosaic Stadium in Regina for the 60th Vanier Cup, Saturday, November 22nd. Get your tickets for the party on the prairies by visiting usportstickets.ca. The 2025 Vanier Cup on November 22nd in Regina. Chase the glory. That ball lifted to the top of the 18-yard box. And it's back to Joseph. And a big collision in the 18-yard box. It will go against U of T. As Lalonde back up to his feet.
Substitution pour les Patriotes. Le numéro 18, Nicolas Desjardins, entre jeu pour remplacer le numéro 23, Pierre-Antoine Palacios.
So Nicolas Desjardins into the game for the UQTR Patriote, number 18. He will replace number 23, Pierre-Antoine Palassois.
Number 23, Pierre-Antoine Palacios. Time of the UQTR substitution, 75th minute.
Plays that ball ahead. And that's taken down nicely by Marceau. Shot back by Lalonde. Watched by Joseph on the near side. We'll play it back as we've hit the 75-minute mark in a 2-2 deadlock in the last quarterfinal game of the day here at Varsity Stadium. It's the 1 seed and host Varsity Blues against the 8 seed UQTR Patriotes, and it is as tight a game as ever was played. A chance here into the 18-yard box, but coming out to claim the ball is Zendelik. That's a lovely ball through, and there might be a chance here for U of T. Taken down in the 18-yard box, and it's a penalty. Nicolas Hallam drawn down in the box. And another card shown to Minka. So he's off. And UQTR down to 10 men. And U of T will have a spot kick to take a 3-2 lead. Zachary Minka showing his second yellow and a red. We'll take another look at it here. A fantastic run by Hallam into the 18-yard box, and there was no way he was going to be stopped unless he was fouled. And now to step up and take this penalty is Andrea Schifano. 4 goals, 2 assists in the regular season through 8 games played, and scored against York in the OUA final. Schifano to take the lead. It's stopped, and the rebound is gathered up by La Charité. Oh, what a save, diving to his left. And now UQTR back the other way. Osorio. And that clearing attempt doesn't go as far as they wanted it to. And we'll play on here, tied at 2. And another foul against Les Patriotes. Take a look at that, saved by La Charité off the spot kick. Guessed the right way. Not only did he guess the right way, he was able to hold on to the ball. Not the best penalty, not in the corner, still pretty central in the net. Not enough power on it at all. And we'll take a look at a word from one of our sponsors here.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
So a substitution here after all that dramatics. Number 10, Emile Boivin, will head out, and into the game is number 25, Amin Zohir. And it will be Mehdi Asusi again to deliver this long ball in. U of T somehow still locked in it. A 2-2 game with UQTR as that ball is loose in the 18-yard box, cleared away from danger. Asusi fakes it, and now has some room to work with here. Asusi, top of the 18, flicked along, a chance headed towards goal, and that would have been something if it had gone into the back of the net, but it sailed over top of the bar. What a chance. What a delivery from Asusi. What a back heel there from Schifano. And then the header sent well over top. Oh, stolen back by Garvey in the midfield. That's a nice challenge from him. Now Osorio. Oh, great move. And another great move by Garvey moving up the pitch. And now UQTR back the other way, just one up though. Ball stays in play. Marceau on it here, plays the top of the box. And U of T will regather it. Joseph on it here for U of T now. White, a long ball through, and this is onside. But it is scooped up by La Charité and played quickly to Roy. Just under 10 minutes to go in regulation time here at Varsity Stadium. Nice one-touch passing by Roy and Soulem. That lifted over the top. Ivanov headed forward. He was trying to find Joseph, but Joseph was well too far back to receive that pass, and then sticks it through the legs of Lalonde. And game getting a bit chippy down there. But it's to be expected in a 2-2 contest like this. Ball play through on the far side. Out to claim it is La Charité. As Gray was surging into the box. And La Charité will need to be looked at by the athletic therapists. Mathieu La Charité, the captain of this UQTR squad, 6'2", out of Boucherville. And we'll step aside here and hear from one of our sponsors.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Taking a look at the huddle in front of the Varsity Blues bench. Head coach Ilya Orlov in his 7th season with the Toronto Varsity Blues. Would love to be a fly on the wall of what was said in that speech right there to his team here at home, playing in front of a packed house in the first round of the U Sport Championship. It's been an absolutely fantastic season for U of T. They would have had the Nationals qualifier anyways because they were the hosts, but they went out and had the best record in the OUA, the top team in the OUA East, and won the OUA Championship for the 51st time. But it all comes down to the wire here. Will they have a chance to compete for gold? They have to get past UQTR first. And another substitution upcoming for U of T. Back into the game will be Kingsley Belele, and they're going to need him. His dynamic scoring presence up top. He's got one job to do, and that's to put it into the back of the net. So Hallam off and Belele back onto the pitch. Well, check that. Hallam still on. But Belele on the ball here. Drops it back to White. White switches the field, plays to the far side into the 18-yard box. Nearly came to Belele. And through the midfield, turning well with the ball, is Toby Richardson. And the free kick will be awarded to the Varsity Blues, and it will be, of course, Mehdi Asusi to come up and send the ball in. So dangerous from these set pieces. We'll take a look at what caused it. Not a crazy lot of contact there, but enough to warrant the whistle. In the 85th minute of play, Asusi. Another sharp ball into the box. That's headed away from danger and lumped up the pitch. Still in the attacking third, though, as U of T will have another chance to cross it in to the top of the 18. Hallam had that knocked away from him. If it had been a half second earlier, he would have made contact. Now Garvey along the far side, and U of T now driving in. And that will skip once before it goes to La Charité. The Blues down in the middle of the pitch. Joseph holding his head in his right eye. It's the second time, or maybe third, that he's been down on the pitch, but the athletic trainer's presence not warranted. But even before he hit the deck, he was holding his right eye. Asusi will send it through again to the top of the 6-yard box, and that's headed away by Amin Zuhir. A very tall presence out there, 6'1" in the defensive line. Asusi gets it right back to where we started from. Serves it in, that's headed along, and a chance here that will fall to the side of the goal. And it goes roll out for a corner kick. And the chances for U of T to break the deadlock piling up here in the last few moments of the second half. Mehdi Asusi on his left will curl this one in. Asusi towards the back post. And La Charité hustles to get a new ball and is eager to get this one in play. We haven't gone to extra time yet in these 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Tournament. And that's a loose ball in the midfield that's given back possession to U of T. And Garvey elects to reset. They'll play out from the back. Here's Richardson. Over to White. White goes right off of Lalonde, but it does bounce to Hallam. But he couldn't get any further. As the ball bounces once before it gets to Richardson. Maybe a chance here for UQTR. Here's Zuhir. Zuhir finds the open man on the near side. It's Hua. Hua loops it into the back post, but nobody in a black jersey even remotely threatening. Under 2 to go in regulation time. We should have a couple minutes at least of time added on at the end. Hua. Looking for an option, as nobody showing for him. And finally coming through is Lalonde, and UQTR will gain maybe 3 yards. Oh, and off that throw, and it looked like what tweaked something in his right shoulder and is still not moving on the near side. Just rooted to the spot. Oh, and he's still down. Hua can't move, and UQTR, the attack still on, and the referee blows the play down. I don't think he has noticed the player on the near side of the pitch, and finally he does. So Hua will get some medical attention here, and there's a Blues player down on the far side too. That's Ivanov. So everything becoming unraveled. We'll take a good look at this here. Off the throw-in, just immediately to the right shoulder. And it's not exactly tropical weather in Toronto right now. Feels like 4 degrees. But both players off on the far side of the pitch, and Ivanov eager to get back into the play. We'll have to wait for another stoppage. So 6 minutes at least of added time to be played. In this game, Ivanov rejoins the fray. Now top of the 18-yard box. Joseph thought he was being held. Pardon me, Belele. Now Ivanov. Over to Garvey. Garvey has that chopped down by Zuhir. Now Zuhir looking for the ball along the far side. Can't bring it down on the first touch. He'll continue to pressure here, but U of T now switches the field, has a lot of space to work with. Here's Gray. Gray all wrapped up by Lalonde, and Gray will win the free kick. And a substitution upcoming for UQTR. Coming into the game will be number 16, Olivier Martel-Raté. As Lalonde just completely wrapping up Gray. And guess who? Mehdi Asusi will come to take this free kick. Has to move it back a couple of paces. As we've hit maybe 2 minutes of the added time already. Asusi on his left delivers a sharp ball in to the penalty area. And that's knocked away. And that ball to the back post comes back to White. Here's Belele. Does he have some magic left in those boots? And a ball to the back post. Might fall here. And another chance here. Belele has that deflect wide, and it's going to be a corner. Great defending at the back from Surem. As White delivered that in. Oh, what a block from Levasseur, and then selling out at the end of it all was Surem. But they'll have to weather the storm here again, as Asusi will step up to the corner flag. Asusi spinning ball to the back post, and that's chopped away. And now UQTR back in transition, poked forward, but coming out to slide and knock it all the way down the length of the pitch is Endelic.
Substitution pour les Patriotes. Le numéro 16, Olivier Martel-Raté, en match pour remplacer le numéro 12, Jean-Gabriel Roy. C'est Martel-Raté pour Roy. Dans la 90e minute.
Levasseur plays it forward. Remember, it could have been a 3-2 game for UFT off a penalty kick that was taken by Andrea Schifano, if not for the heroics of Levasseur. We're 4 minutes through this added time period. At least 2 more are to be played. And UFT now. As that attack snuffed out, it'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. And a contested ball, and Marceau unhappy with that. And another collision that will result in a free kick at around the 42-yard marker for U of T. Susi again. 5 minutes gone in this added time period. And the referee has to have a quick conversation with the folks jostling at the top of the box. Susi serves it up. Ball to the top of the 6-yard box, but nobody in a white jersey able to get a head on that as it's cleared into the midfield. Garvey plays the far wing. Susi into the box. And nobody able to connect on that play as Ivanov sends it back to his goalkeeper. Zendelik, the length of the pitch. And that will do it for 90 minutes and 5 in added time. We are tied at 2-2 after one full game played. What a fantastic 90 minutes of soccer, and we're in for an absolute treat when we come back. We've got 30 minutes of extra time upcoming. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
The stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself!
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
Substitution for the Varsity Blues at the end of the second half. Heading the match, number 11, Russell Stewart, on in place of number 22, Michael Osorio. That's Stewart for Osorio in the 90th minute. Substitution pour l'Université de Toronto, le numéro 11, Russell Stewart, entre au jeu pour remplacer le numéro 22, Michael Osorio. À la 90e minute, Stewart en remplaçant Osorio.
Okay. And that's a great win off the ball here, but the offside flag is raised. So through 90 minutes, it's the UQTR Patriotes and the Toronto Varsity Blues knotted up at 2 goals apiece. And a win back here in the midfield. Here's Belele. Lays that off on the far side. And a shot. Oh, and nearly a chance here. And the faithful here for UFT thought that might have been a penalty as Hallam went down in the box. That would have been his second penalty drawn. Take a look at that here, but does look like Martel Raté got ball first. And in extra time in the U-Sport playoffs, the penalty calls are going to be few and far between. Back underway from La Charité, and out chop forward through the midfield. And just an update from the women's soccer tournament. UBC and Guelph went to 2 periods of overtime. And I'd like to remind you that to join U Sports on CBC for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game, as the 8 best women's university teams are in Hamilton this week for the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from McMaster University. It's U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And now UFT pressing here, but the attack will be called back as Lalonde down near the 30-yard marker. Take another look at that here as I don't think I agree with that, as Lalonde was behind the supposed player who had fouled him. Ball sifted through to the far side, and it will roll out to touch again. And now on the far touchline, here's White. Taking so many throw-ins for the Toronto Varsity Blues so far this evening. So we'll just recap the stats through the first 90 minutes. Shots 10-7 in favor of the Toronto Varsity Blues. Shots on goal 6-3. The Varsity Blues lead that category. Saves 4-1 in favor of La Charité over Zendelic. Corners 5-3 favoring the Varsity Blues. And fouls 11-10. UQTR committing one more infraction than the host team. Zuhir gets that ball through, or pardon me, that's Medea. And the ball is through. Medea fires, scores! Off the bench and into the back of the net. Mohamed Ndiaye with a goal that stuns the U of T faithful. Pounced on the rebound and slots it past the left leg of Zendelic. And it's 3-2. 6.5 minutes into the first extra time period. And now a ball to the back post that hits the top of the net.
Le but des Patriotes manqué par numéro 13, Mohamed Ndiaye.
Mohamed Ndiaye with a goal to break U of T Varsity Blue Hearts. Had 2 goals in the regular season, played all 12 games. But has the biggest one of the 2025 campaign here in the 2025 Men's U Sports Soccer Championship. The U of T now will have to come from behind again. As UQTR opened the scoring early in only the 2nd minute of play. The Toronto Varsity Blues would equal it up. A goal from Michael Osorio. UQTR at the beginning to end the first half, rather. Emile Boivin would slot that home top right-hand corner, UQTR. And then Toronto equalized to make it 2-2 off of Jordan Gray, and just moments ago in extra time. UQTR pulls ahead off a goal from Mohamed Ndiaye. But U of T have had a couple of sneaky chances towards La Charité in the last couple moments. Now on the near side touchline. Trying to get past a man. Here is Kingsley Belele, and now it's switched over to the far flank. Swept in. Back post, headed along, and La Charité will go to ground and make sure he has that ball secured. Now through the midfield, Indai is showing again. He wants it back. And shrugged out to touch. Joseph. But all that will result is a throw-in for UQTR. To take is Levasseur. Plays that over the top, looking for Indai. That's a touch for a goal kick. 100 minutes played in this contest tonight. This classic battle. On the far side, Richardson taken down, and UQTR will move it the other way. Joseph. And now Garvey on the near side. Stewart into the middle of the box, headed along, and La Charité again will come out to claim it. La Charité has made 5 saves in this game. And Belele taken down, thought the call was going his way, handled the ball. But the call definitely going back the other way. It's true that Belele did touch the ball with his hands after the fact, but it's also true that he was tripped on the way through, so. But I might not have the best perspective up here. And a substitution for the Toronto Varsity Blues. Into the game, or back into it, I should say, is Andre Schifano, who had the opportunity to put the Varsity Blues up 3-2 on a penalty spot.
Varsity Blues substitution in the 102nd
and it was stopped by La Charité.
Andre Schifano on in place of number 15, Alexei Ivanov. That's Schifano for Ivanov in the one.
So Alexei Ivanov heads off. As we're 2.5 minutes away from halftime in our overtime periods, and a chance here, a loose ball in the box, trying to knot it up for the Varsity Blues. A follow-up chance here, might have hit their own man. UQTR survives and will live to fight another day, and now they'll move it up the pitch, but Garvey got right in the way and stifled that attack.
Le numéro 10, André Schifano, rentre au match pour remplacer le numéro 15, Alexei Ivanov, à la 102e minute.
2 minutes to go in the first half of overtime. And the throw in for UQTR. They lead it 3-2. And that call will go the way of the UQTR Patriotes. It'll be a throw-in on the far sideline for Martel Raté. UQTR back four holding firm, at least for the moment. Patrolled by Zuhir, number 25, a 6'1" defender. And Sulaim, a 6'2" defender. Bilele plays that back. Garvey lays it off. Stewart now swings that ball in. A dangerous ball it is. And it's pawed away across the face of goal from La Charité. White now. And that pass, and as Stewart was waiting for it, he should have gone to it, but it's going to work out here for the Varsity Blues as the attack is still on. Russell Stewart unable to break through, and now Garvey plays back to Stewart, now into the midfield for Joseph. Joseph tries to sift it through, that was chopped down. And we'll have a minute of added time in the first half of this overtime period. A long ball into the box. La Charité coolly out to claim it. Garvey plays it along the near side looking for Belele. He couldn't get free from the challenge of Levasseur. And a long ball, top of the 6-yard box, is knocked away. And just remember, UQTR is playing 10 men right now. And they were for a while as Zachary Minka midway through the second half of the second half, I'll say, got shown his second yellow card and a red that would ensue on the penalty as Minka was the one who brought down Nicholas Hallam in the box, and then Stefano stepped up to take the PK. But it was stopped by La Charité, so we'll have a 40-second break in between the first and second halves of extra time here at Varsity Stadium. And we'll check in here with the stats after 105 minutes. But when we come back, it's the second half here on U Sports on CBC.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC in the 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Championship, live from Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Ontario. And as Hell's bells ring out, it's the last dash here for the Toronto Varsity Blues in front of a packed home crowd as they look to save their season. They're down 3-2 as the second leg of extra time is about to begin. They're the OUA champions their 51st title, but they're 15 minutes away from being relegated to the consolation bracket by the 8th seed, UQTR Patriotes. A goal in the 96th minute from UQTR's Mohamed Ndiaye is the difference maker right now, as U of T presses forward, and there'll be a big collision here as La Charité came out and punched it away from Belele, who was brought on in extra time the first half. His role is to deposit the ball into the back of the net. Shots 14-8 in favor of Toronto. Shots on goal 9-4 in favor of Toronto, and they're down 3-2. La Charité has made 7 saves to Zendelik's 1. Pressing here, and that ball will fall right to La Charité, as nobody in a white jersey could get a deflection. Etienne Bertrand on the pitch now for the UQTR Patriotes. And now Joseph maneuvering his way through the midfield. Garvey. Pass along the deck. And that pass back from Belele, as he was being hassled by Aminzo here, is behind his intended recipient. It feels like 3 degrees here in Toronto, Ontario. These players have played 170 minutes of soccer, and only one will be able to move on to the semifinal round tomorrow. Played up through the middle, flicked along. Hallam a chance here, and out to play it down the pitch and sweep it away from danger is La Charité. Doing all he can right now. White, a lofty ball in. Doesn't fall to a U of T head quite yet. Still ping-ponging around. And played back in, but chopped away from danger. Joseph gathers it back up. A good foot from Ndiaye. And UQTR has it back. Levasseur trying to turn with it on the far side. Joseph has it back in the midfield. Joseph lifts that over the top. Out to touch again. Chopped away from danger at the top of the box. Joseph once again quarterbacking this press for U of T that's gone on for the last couple minutes. Lifted back in. And a chance perhaps for Garvey. And now Joseph, that ball will deflect. And La Charité will hold on to it with Belele watching. So Belele and Gray will stay up in the high line as La Charité punts it back out into the midfield and just gives possession right back to U of T. And now UQTR to weather another storm. Hallam surging into the 18-yard box. Crosses it in. Is deflected away. Not gone yet, though, as White plays it back down. Bobbled for a couple of moments by Richardson. Now plays it into the top. Cut back again by Joseph. Keeping the attack alive. As we're in the 110th minute of this contest. And that call will go the way of UQTR. The road to the Vanier Cup begins next Saturday when the RSEQ Jacques Dussault Cup champions travel to Nova Scotia to face the AUS Loney Bowl champs. Catch all the action next Saturday beginning at noon Eastern Time on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And off that free kick, Asusi will have a chance to fire it back in. Zuhir called on the foul. And Asusi delivers. That's cut down the attack. Still on here for U of T, though not as pressing as before. Walking in with a shot towards goal. That's chopped down again. And another follow-up strike is held on to by La Charité. Garvey hits the deck. And that free kick will have to be brought back. Nervous moments at the back here for UQTR and Dorian Sulem. But he gets away with that one. And a big challenge there in the midfield. And a yellow card shown to Nicolas Desjardins of the Patriotes. As Desjardins bodied into the back. "23 minutes gone and extra time here at Varsity Stadium. Asusi now wearing the captain's armband, lines up over the ball with Russell Stewart, and they go short. Here's Asusi. Back to Stewart. Now he'll deliver the ball in. High to the back post, lifted forward, and it just skips past the post. U of T unable to get to it. And another substitution for U of T into the game is Cedric Ngonyu. And hands in the back there for sure for Sulem, and now a chance off this free kick from a good position for U of T, but they're going to have to move it back a bit. And another substitution, this time for Les Patriotes. Another look at that collision, and Sulem just high and hands in the back of Gray. as Lalonde heads back into the game for UQTR. Standing over the ball is Russell Stewart. And he whips this ball in. Stewart towards the goal, punched over top by La Charité. It'll be another corner kick.
Varsity Blues substitution in the 115th minute, out of the match, number 18, Cedric Ngono. On in place of number 7, Kai Garvey. That's Ngono.
11 saves in the game now for the UQTR netminder. From the corner flag, it's taken to the front post. Here's Joseph. We're going to sweep that ball back in. Taken away, and now back the other way, UQTR. Zendelic seemed to be caught between two minds there for a moment, but did clear it away.
Also in the 116th minute, substitution for UQTR, re-entering the match, number 9, Simeon Lalonde, on in place of number 7.
And now a ball in. Looking to the back post. Stewart fires it in. It'll come back up top. White lifts it, back post, and an acrobatic save and a shot. And a couple players down in the 18-yard box for U of T. And La Charité still able to come up with save after save after save. Acrobatic opportunity there from Schifano, couldn't connect. And La Charité keeps his team leading 3-2. UQTR 7 minutes away from a historic upset at this championship. Swept forward, that's a nice ball, but it's headed away. It'll come back to Zendelic, and he urges everybody up. Zendelic sends that ball high and up into the midfield. Bileli wanted it. Couldn't get to it. Now White. Schifano. And it's sent back out to the midfield. White back to Joseph. And that's delivered in, headed away. And Lalonde clears that and draws the foul. And a yellow card shown to Joseph. Take another look at that. Here's Lalonde. Not so sure about that, as Joseph was running in and Lalonde swung his foot out, connected with the ball, but it's not malicious from Joseph. But needing to get tended to is number 9, Simeon Lalonde. And we'll step aside here as the athletic therapists tend to Lalonde and hear from one of our sponsors. So we'll definitely have a couple minutes added on here at the end of the extra time half. Lalonde will stay in this game. And a substitution upcoming for U of T. So Joseph on a yellow card will exit the game. And into it, number 27, Gianluca Skirty.
Substitution for the Varsity Blues down the match, number 27.
La Charité lifts that forward, and there will be 3 minutes of time added on to this extra time frame.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum 3 minutes added time at the end of this second extra time.
U of T had to reset off of that restart. And now it's Toby Richardson off the near side, and that'll deflect off of Marceau. Out to touched. And White taking all the yards he could possibly have gained. Had to move back a little bit. Gets it right back and now floats a dangerous ball in. Top of the 6-yard box. What a chance to seal the deal. Maybe 30 minutes gone here. Pardon me, 30 seconds gone and the 3 minutes to be added on at this extra time half. Lalonde plays it up the far sideline. And it's out to touch. U of T has to move quickly here. Quicker than that. As Ngonu plays it back in. And that's one back in the midfield by U of T, but we'll have to get away from some heavy pressure here from the Patriots. That's a chance to cross it in for Kingsley Belele. And it will be a corner kick with only a few seconds to go. Everybody on their feet here at Varsity Stadium. Chance of Let's Go Blues ring out as it's sent in by Schifano, headed towards the goal and knocked away. La Charité taking all the time he could possibly take to get us back underway. First not putting the ball on the 6-yard line and then resetting it a couple of times. Now punts it the length of the pitch. Headed, and it's going to be a free kick for U of T. And everybody forward now. Zendelik moving up the pitch. It will be delivered by Mehdi Asusi. And there's nobody back for U of T. Mehdi Asusi floats the ball into the top of the 18-yard box. And a foul called against the U of T Varsity Blues, something that happened in that scrum. And that'll seal it. The 8th seed UQTR Patriotes take an unbelievable 3-2 extra time victory over the 1 seed University of Toronto Varsity Blues. What a match we were treated to today. The host team will be relegated to the consolation bracket, and UQTR will be moving on to the semifinals. And just look what it means to the fans who made the trek from Trois-Rivières to Toronto. So UQTR takes down U of T in historic fashion, and we'll move on to the semifinal tomorrow on Friday. When we come back, we'll have the Nike Players of the Game and get you set for our matches upcoming tomorrow on Friday. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Midfield short.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC as you take a look at the UQTR Patriot faithful in attendance. A 3-2 extra time victory that the Patriot took here over the University of Toronto Varsity Blues. As the teams will shake hands, but after the final whistle sounded, nearly every player on UQTR dropped to the ground just in disbelief, in thanks, and you can see what it means to them. There is La Charité. Will be credited with 11 saves in the game. 2 goals against, but the biggest save was off the spot kick. So we'll take a look at some of the highlights from that game. The opening goal of the game off the corner kick. And then the tying goal for U of T. Still can't get over that shot from Emile Boivin. And then they would knot it up again. And now we'll join in with the public address announcer here at Varsity Stadium for the players of the game.
The Nike Team Player of the Game. Aide les Patriotes de l'Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières. Le jour du match présenté par l'équipe Nike est numéro 13, Mohamed Njai. Your player of the game for the UQTR Patriotes is number 13, Mohamed Njai.
So the player of the game for the UQTR Patriot and the Nike player of the game is Mohamed Njai, who scored the game winner in extra time to seal the deal and send the UQTR Patriot into the semifinal tomorrow. We'll take a look at what's upcoming for us tomorrow. So, or pardon me, this is our slate today. So our first quarterfinal was York and Dalhousie.
Merci de votre soutien au soccer masculin du sport. Bonne soirée et encore votre
So our next game comes your way tomorrow as the semifinals get kicked off at 11 a.m. tomorrow right here at Varsity Stadium. So on behalf of myself, everybody here at the University of Toronto, the final score 3-2 in favor of the UQTR Patriot over the University of Toronto Varsity Blues. My name is Desmond Thomas. Thank you for watching U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
U Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bagues Baron Rings, A par and by BioSteel.